I reach my 30s and I'm still at home. And at one point, depression slowly kicks in. You feel like probably I was born for darkness. Yeah. Probably this is the best version of my life. Let me enjoy it and wait to die. For the many times, if something went wrong, I had something to blame other than me. Yeah. People who are ambitious, but they are the ones who feel like they're the late. Yeah. Someone who's not ambitious might not know whether they are blooming or not. Not all plants are the same. Yeah. Others bloom after 1 week. Exactly. Others is this the Chinese bamboo or the Japanese bamboo that takes 2 years to just germinate. Yeah. So I said, I'm the bamboo. Just to encourage men out there that even as you're experiencing delay, it does not mean you will not make it. The doctor says this lady will not conceive. Yeah. So she will not conceive. So we get married having accepted. Yeah.
Welcome to Manspeqtive Africa, your favorite show. I'm your host, Danish Odongo, aka the Son of Kano. And you know what, by the way, we are on YouTube. The channel is Manspeqtive Africa. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we're on KTN every Wednesday night. Tune in and follow this amazing conversation. And today, it is my absolute pleasure to host a gentleman I've known for a while. And he has an amazing story. His name is none other than John Paul Odhiambo Obat. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you very much, Danish.
Asante sana. People call you Obat, but I know your name is John Paul Odhiambo. Why did your folks call you John Paul?
You see, we come from a Catholic background.
Okay.
So apparently I was born when Pope John Paul II was visiting Kenya for, I think the first time, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to be good Catholics, they called me John Paul. I've kept on asking them if they didn't have any other name prior to me being born. Yeah. Had they thought of a name they would give me? Yeah. It was a coincidence that when the Pope was landing, I was also born.
But that's typical of Luos, to give people names when they are big events. So maybe they had another name, but if anything happens, we'll call him that.
We'll call him that name. Yeah. Amazing.
All right. So what do you do about?
I do many things.
Okay.
Yeah, I do many things, but I am passionate about young people.
Okay.
So I serve as a pastor. I serve as a teens and youth pastor at a church in Njiru. It's a KG church.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a youth and teens pastor at Kenya Assemblies of God Njiru.
Yes.
Church. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's fine, man. Why are you on this show?
I'm on this show to just share my story.
Okay.
Of delay.
Okay.
Late bloomer, just to encourage men out there that even as you're experiencing delay, it does not mean you will not make it. So I've seen many men giving up when their journey, it's kind of like it tarries, takes longer. So I'm here just to encourage them that if you hold on, things will work out.
All right.
That's why I'm here. Yeah.
So let's rewind and start this conversation from the start. Where do you grow up? How do you start life? Where are your formative years and that?
So I'm born, raised in Nairobi. Meaning to a town. So I was born in Nairobi, Buruburu. Then we moved to Moja.
Yeah. That's
where I spent most of my childhood and teenage and youth life. Yeah. So I go through school just like a normal child. But then you finish Form 4. Now you're given your ID.
Yeah.
you become an adult. There's this textbook way of the way life is supposed to go.
Yeah.
I go to campus. Yeah. What happens next?
Yeah, you marry.
You get a job. You get married. Yeah. You have children. Yeah. You build a house. You buy a car. You're just progressing. You retire and then you die.
Yeah.
So the textbook way of the way life is supposed to go.
Yeah.
But mine was not that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I finished Form 4. I have to wait, I think, 3 years before I join college. Then I join college. I do a diploma in community development. Then there are no jobs.
Yeah.
I can also say I'm a victim of systemic, what do you call it? Systemic rot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the young men are suffering, not because of their own doing.
It's not because we often think that they're not doing enough.
Yeah, you think they're not hardworking.
Yeah.
You are lazy.
Yeah.
I heard there's a guy who said that if in your 30s and you don't have a car, you're not serious.
Exactly. You're still lining up and unapanda matatu at that. What is wrong with you?
He lives in utopia.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of challenges we face that are out of the systemic route. We all know the country we are in.
Yeah.
So I start experiencing those things.
Okay, so you go to college after 3 years then?
Yeah. So I finish college and there are no jobs. No one is willing, no one is ready to employ you. So at one point, I actually went to the Gulf. I went to Dubai. I worked for 1 month. Then I came home.
Yeah.
And I can say that job was the job that was like the proper job I did for a very long time.
Yeah.
So now you come back home and you're hustling. And I reach my 30s and I'm still at home. Nothing concrete to show.
Yeah.
You know that feeling of you feel like you have underachieved. You look at your age, you look at your achievement, there's nothing to show. So I go through that journey, and at one point, you know, depression slowly kicks in. Especially when you have these people telling you, you're a brilliant guy, you have so many ideas, but sadly there's nothing to show for it. Yeah. And again, like I said, it's not because I was lazy or something. It's because even in this country, just to have an idea, to take it through to fusion is not an ordinary thing.
Because in this season, there must have been certain things you did in this season when, you know, you're waiting for a job, but also you're doing certain things. Maybe you can tell us more about that.
So I'm waiting for a job, but I'm also very passionate in just serving people. Yeah. So I do some community work. I volunteer as a teacher. I teach teenage boys. I teach what they call VBS in churches. I also used to organize some youth conferences. So I'm also the chairperson of Chanuka Association. Okay. So we do conferences, we bring young people, we empower them. I'm trying to get young people out of this dilemma that I'm in. I'm trying to get them to get jobs, a job that I don't have. So I make it my job to help people get jobs. So I do that for a few years, but it doesn't pay.
Not just a few years. There are highlights of this thing. There must have been highlights. The certain days you did and you say like, oh my goodness, we are making it. We're changing the lives of young people.
Yeah, so the highlight was, I think, 2013.
Yeah.
When we did our inaugural conference. Yeah. So we have 1,000 young people attending the conference. And you have government officials, you have media houses. And I thought, this thing is working. Probably this can be like a career for me or something I do. Yeah. But it's just, after that, everything goes down. You do another one again next year. So I did that, I think, 4 times. And though you bring young people to your team, but you can't pay them. And so their lives also have to go on. Yeah. So, you know, you keep changing people, and the dream slowly dies.
Wow. What was going on through your mind in this season when you are not sure, you know, about certain things, you know, that you had trusted God for?
I think the number one question was, will it ever change? Yeah. Will I ever come out of this thing? Yeah.
Because you were in a dark place for so long, you forgot that you didn't know whether things would change.
Yeah. You feel like probably I was born for darkness. Yeah. Probably this is the best version of my life. Let me enjoy it and wait to die. Oh my God. So it went on for so long. I was like, probably this is the best version of my life. I might be here complaining. This is the best it will ever get. So I might as well just enjoy it.
This is my cup, and I must drink from it with joy, even if it's a cup of sorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me more about then what happened then?
So there's this drive within me that keep telling me, no, this is not it. This is not it. There is more. There's more to life. But when you look at the circumstances around you, you know, when you look at the caliber of the leaders you have, you look at your family members, you look at the people you call friends. Because I'm not in this alone. Yeah, we form a community of people who are waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So we have a community, we have an association. Light at the end of the tunnel association. We are waiting to see the light. So we begin to accept that probably the light already came and it passed us. There's no other light coming. So just that drive telling you that, no, this is not it. You must succeed to inspire people.
Before you must succeed to inspire people, tell me about there must have been a drastic change in your life. So I remember there was a time you used to live with, So tell me how you moved from home, because you shared a very powerful speech during your graduation.
Yeah.
And so maybe I'd need you to tell me when your dad retires and goes home, what happens after that? Maybe you can start from there. Yeah.
So I'm in my 30s, and I've not moved out of home.
Okay.
And
which is a big thing for Kenya.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Indians can live with
in Kenya.
Don't move out.
In Kenya, 25, you're supposed to move out.
Yeah.
So I'm in my 30s and I've not moved out from home. And my father is looking at me and saying, young man, I think he was waiting for me to move out. So I think I delayed his retirement for a few years. So he looks at me and says, I'm retiring finally. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Nairobi. I have nowhere to go. I have no source of income.
Yeah.
So at first I say, okay, Dad, we will go together. So he says, fine. So we pack our things, we head to Kisumu.
Yeah.
And I also relocate to Kisumu. But remember, I'm very active in church. I'm doing conferences, I'm planning great things. So the church says, no, we cannot lose this young man. So they invite me back.
Okay.
And they tell me, we'll take you to school. So come back, we'll take you to school. So I leave home, Kisumu, coming to Nairobi, holding on to that hope that I will go to school.
Yeah.
And you see, now I have to do another course. I'm trying a new thing altogether just to see if I can succeed.
Yeah.
So I come back, and when I came back again, nowhere to sleep. So a group of young men host me. They say, you cannot be a street boy.
Yeah.
We knew you.
Yeah.
So we will host you. So it's a 2-room house in Umoja.
Yeah.
And we move in there, and I think there are 6 of them. So I think I'm the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not the 6th, I was the 7th.
Yeah.
So the only place I could sleep, but then that place was like under the bed.
Yeah.
Because it is half outside the bed, half inside the bed.
Yeah.
So I stay there for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And the church gives me a house.
Yeah.
It's also a 2-room. So they give me a 2-room. But I'm a man of the people. You remember the association of people who are hoping to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. You are their chairman.
Yeah, I'm their chairman. I'm the founder. So they converge around me in my 2-room.
Yeah.
And say,
where was this 2-room?
It's in KAG Buruburu.
Yeah, like in church. It was in church.
It's in church.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in church.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of young people like that in church who are just waiting for God.
Yeah.
To just change the story of the story of their life. So one person goes to 2 people, 3 people, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We live 9 people in a 2-room.
So you're living with. So the church gives you accommodation. Accommodation.
Yeah,
and then you begin to have people. This, as the founder of association of people waiting for the light. Yeah. Then they begin to come. The first one comes.
The second one.
Yeah.
And they come with stories, you can't turn them back.
Okay. Yeah.
They look like my story.
Yeah.
I was living with my sister. Now she has a baby.
I can't stay there
anymore.
Yeah.
I was living with my brother. He has gotten married. I can't stay there anymore. And they keep coming. I was living with my uncle. All of a sudden, he has turned violent. I can't stay there anymore. And now we are 9. And this, by the time they are 9, COVID happens.
Okay.
So COVID.
9 people.
Yeah. So they come, you take them in.
Yeah.
And by the time it's pre-COVID, we're already 9 in the house. So now this house hosts so many people during the day.
Yeah.
Because it's COVID. People are not working. People are just at home. And I think it's there when now I find my purpose.
Okay.
It's there now I get the zeal that I have to make it for the sake of these people. Because...
That's 2020.
Yeah, that's 2020.
Okay.
So they're looking at me like, if you make it, we can also make it. So I get the drive that I have to make it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, during that time, I also suffer a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
It became too much. I just couldn't handle it. Yeah.
You first of all have no privacy.
Yeah.
You're shouldering the emotional and sometimes financial burdens of these young people. But you're also still serving in the community as you're still a minister and a youth leader. So you're carrying a lot of these things.
Yeah.
What happens to you then?
So during that time, I just realized I have no zeal. I have no, the zeal that I used to have just to serve people. All of a sudden I'm drained. I just want to be alone. Yeah. And so I reach out to you, I remember. Yeah. And when I reach out to you is when I realized, when you're telling me your story, I realized, but that's my story. Why are you talking about me? Yeah. That's when I realized, I had a mental breakdown. So now I have to find a way to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
First, get myself out from these people that I really want to help so that I can get help and so that I can help them.
Yeah.
And I think men also just need to realize that there reaches a time where you need to take a break, you know, for you to be helped, then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was that moment when this mental breakdown reality hit you? How did you feel?
Well, that is one of the darkest seasons in my life. Yeah, because I used to think that I will not make it because I had no access to resources or finances.
Yeah.
But now you add another thing. You have a mental problem. And just managing it is very costly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just seeing a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and getting medication is very costly. So that even makes it worse.
Yeah.
You are struggling just to put food on the table. For 9 young people.
Yeah.
And then now you have to take medication.
And 9 young people can eat.
Yeah.
I think unga ya 2 kilo in one sitting is gone.
You are talking about 2 kilo. You're talking about a bale of unga in a week. And then they eat to finish. Not so that they can be full. When it's over, they say then it's okay. We'll wait for tomorrow. So
They eat to finish.
They eat to finish.
Yeah,
so I'm there, and the cost of medication is in the thousands plus treatment.
Yeah.
So you're struggling just to put food on the table.
Yeah.
But then I get just my sister. I get favor with my sister who offers to help.
Yeah.
And says, you know, I'll be taking you to the hospital. I'll be buying your meds, but I also need you to move out. Yeah. It's time to let go of these people for a while, not permanently. Go and be okay. Then come and help them. Yeah. So just during COVID, when we are coming out of COVID, I finally move out of the 2-room, but I move out with one person.
Okay.
Because again, I thought, you can't leave all of them.
Plus, you can't leave. I know you're not the top person to live alone.
Yeah, my personality also does not allow me to live. But I've never lived alone.
Ever in your life?
Ever in my life. I've never lived alone.
Okay, so then,
So I move out with this young man who I think really wanted to make it, but also his background was disadvantaged. So I said, you know what, I'll go with you. So we go with him to Joska.
Yeah.
And that's why I start the journey of recovery, rediscovering myself, you know, just aligning myself to purpose. Yeah, and a break is important. That's what I want to emphasize at this juncture, that it's important sometimes to just take a break from life. It's okay to reset, to hit the reset button as many times as possible.
Yeah.
Some people are afraid of hitting the reset button. They feel like, I think I've hit this reset button for
too many times.
Yeah.
So was there a specific reason why you chose Joska to be the place where you looked for a house?
It was far. Nobody could walk to my place.
Because why? Where were most of your friends? Where were they found?
They were in Eastlands.
Yeah,
I know they're in Eastlands.
Yeah.
My house in the church where I used to serve was a walking distance.
Okay.
So they would just walk.
Yeah.
And stay there until 11 and walk home.
Yeah.
It was very close to their home.
Yeah.
So I chose Joska because I knew when they come, I will not reject them.
Yeah.
So in fact, I went until you pass a way bridge. Then they say, Kwaheri, welcome to Machakos.
Yeah.
So that even if they see the distance, even if someone comes there and you tell them I'm not at home, they'll be very discouraged. That's why I moved to Joska. But I moved to Joska just for isolation purposes. So I go to Joska, a place called Muitalia, and I stay there for 1 year. And for 1 year, I did not serve. For 1 year, I didn't go to church. And for 1 year, I just talked to people when it was necessary.
Yeah.
But that was also a very difficult time in life.
Yeah.
You know, you are used to people.
Yeah.
And now for your own sake,
you
have to isolate yourself. Yeah.
Wow. How long does this isolation take?
So the isolation takes 2 years, but there's 1 year in Joska.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 years of just isolation from the community, from people and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, this must have been a very difficult season for you, but also the people around you who knew you as somebody who was quite rooted in the church and community or whatever. What did they say? What was going on through their minds?
Some said I'd given up on God.
Okay.
I'd given up on life.
Yeah.
Generally, they were concerned.
Yeah.
Because like I've told you, my life was all about people. In fact, my life motto is live for others. Start living, live for others.
Yeah.
you only find meaning in life when you live for others.
Yeah.
So they knew this is a guy who would live for others. I would attend every funeral, attend every birthday, graduation. You know, I was present. Then all of a sudden, you're not seeing me. So that was also a difficult time for me. I was really worried. Will I lose friends? When now this isolation period is over, how will I pick up myself? You know, life is about networks and the people you know.
Yeah.
So the fear of losing your networks, losing your friends, losing an entire community, having to start all over again. So even as I am in isolation and I know that I need to be in isolation, I'm still concerned whether I've made the right decision. You know, I also suspended school. I deferred.
Yeah.
I deferred school for a whole 2 years.
Yeah. So are you saying that you took a break, but you're looking at it now from, you know, like a rear view mirror? Ama when you are going to Joska, did you know you were going to take a break? Did you know it would be 2 years? Ama this is something now you're looking back, say, anyway, I did this subconsciously to actually help myself. It was a decision that you made that you knew you were going to take a break.
It was not a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I knew is I just need to get out of this place.
Okay.
So I thought when I moved to Joska, then I'll be coming to Buruburu once in a while.
Yeah.
But then I go back to Joska.
Yeah.
Because you remember what you said, when I was living with 9 people, there is no privacy. You know, I don't remember a single time that house had nobody. When I was just alone, I don't remember. For the entire time I lived there, there was always somebody in that house.
Yeah. How long did you live there?
I lived there for, 2-3 years. Yeah.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me more about now this Joska trip that then happened. What happened then after that?
So as I'm there, I now purpose to rediscover myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now with people, everything was now clouded. You don't even know what you are supposed to do. But I really had a desire to help these people. I remember even you telling me one point that, you know, you need first to help yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then now you can come back and help these people.
Yeah.
So now while I'm there, I read books, I do therapy, I start taking medication, and slowly, I begin to recover. And then while I'm there, I also make a resolution that I will not accept offers until I think them through.
I like that.
Yeah, you see, that was something I used to do before I came to Joska.
Yeah.
I accepted everything. By the time I was leaving, I was in 9 committees. Some of them I was a chair. You know, I was doing everything.
Yeah.
I was the jack of all trades. People would say, go ask Obat. And Obat would definitely say, yes. So I was accepting everything. There was a lot of weight on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You can just imagine taking 9 people in because they will say, go ask Obat if you can live with him. And Obat will say, yes.
Yeah. Let's come.
So for that 1 year, there are people who still wanted to come to Joska to live with me.
Yeah.
They said, you're only 2.
Yeah.
3 will not make such money. I told them no. So I gained back the ability to say no.
I like that.
And also to accept no.
Yeah.
Because some people can say no, but they can't accept no. But I say, as much as I will be saying no, even when I'm told no, I will also accept that. I will also accept a no.
Okay.
So just gaining that, the ability to now say no and to say, I will think about it and come back and say, I've actually thought about it and no.
I don't think this fits me.
Yeah, this does not fit.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do this at this time, not this season, not this year.
Yeah.
Let's talk next year.
Yeah.
And that really helped me because now I only took in things that I could handle and things I could manage. Yeah. And that helped me in my journey of discovery. Sometimes probably people are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel because there are so many things that are blocking that light. Yeah.
Okay. So this year of discovery, what was the end of it? How did it come to an end? What was the end of this discovery season of your life?
The end of it was I now could accept responsibility and also take responsibility. You know, for the many times, if something went wrong, I had something to blame other than me. I would say, it's because I'm living with 9 people. Yeah. It's because you people don't pay me.
Yeah. It's because of you.
Yeah, it's because you people went to Kisumu and left me in Nairobi.
I like that.
Should have left me that house. Now I'm homeless. The problem was every other thing.
Yeah.
Except me.
Yeah.
And so when I realized that I could take responsibility
for your own action,
for my own action,
yeah,
and I could actually decide with a clear conscience that this is what I wanted to do,
yeah,
I knew that this recovery period was now over. I was fully recovered because now I was functioning normally. Yeah. So I joined another ministry. And when I went there, I told them, I'm only doing this and this. As much as you know I can do all these things, I'm only doing this and this. I cannot do beyond this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. But for me, I remember the time I took responsibility. I mentioned this once in a while, but I was working for a media house. And I used to go to work late every morning. I have a problem waking up, even till today. It's a problem for me.
You're not a morning person.
I'm not a morning person. If we set even morning flight, I will miss. I don't choose morning flight. It's rather be 4 a.m. so that I don't sleep and I go on. But if it is 7 a.m., 8 a.m., rest assured, if I go to bed, I will not wake up. And one day I got into the office and I told this guy that, the reason I was late is because there was traffic. Akanipeleka nje, akaniambia, Odongo, I've noticed you have a problem. You always have a reason why you're not doing things. Either it's because this has not been provided, these people are late. Or if people in this office told you their personal stories, work would not go on here. I'm telling you now as your boss that my mother is in surgery room right now, but I'm here, I'm working. I remember I took a pen and a paper and I wrote that from today, that was in 2014, I will take responsibility
of your action.
Of my actions. And that's how it is till today.
Yeah.
And there's something that happened in my mind because then it frees you, because when you always think about problems as other people's. So for me, whether people think that I complain about the country, I don't. Me, I'm involved in changing the country. I used to complain a lot about where I come from, our county. I go back and I engage. And the moment you begin to take responsibility and contribute, and now you don't blame people, your life changes. So
true.
How did your life change when you started taking responsibility?
When I started taking responsibility, now I could change my actions.
Okay.
That, one way or another determined where I was.
Yeah.
So because now I've taken responsibility, I would say, I don't read as much as I should read.
Okay.
I do not work as hard as much as I should work hard. Yeah. And now just taking that responsibility, man, now I would say, beginning tomorrow, I'll begin to do this. Just like what you said. You wrote it down and said, from today, I will take responsibilities of my action. Yeah. And I could now see my life beginning to change slowly by slowly. I said, I know I live in a country where the system is rotten, but if I could just be a little bit creative, then I can earn an income.
Okay.
If I could just push myself a little bit further, then I can earn an income. Because in the same country, people are succeeding. Yeah. So it can't be, I'm the only one who's affected by a systemic rot. Yeah. So taking responsibility gave me a lot of initiative.
Initiative, I like that.
Gave me a lot of initiative. Yeah. I now came up with ideas, action points. I went back to school. Said it is my responsibility to finish this course that I started. It is no one else's responsibility. It is my responsibility to ensure that this relationship I'm in ends up in marriage. It's no one else's responsibility. Because if I don't take responsibility, I'll say it was the girl's fault. It was her father's fault. It was the church that refused to marry. I said, no, it is my responsibility to ensure that now this relationship ends up in a marriage.
Okay.
Yes.
And what happened then after that?
So I got married. Like I said, I'm a late bloomer.
Okay.
I'm going to be a father very soon.
Hey!
And I'm turning 40. I met another young man who is at 40 and the firstborn is 17 years. So I was telling him, I'm 40. Like you say, how many kids do you have? I said, almost one. And he asked me, what have you been doing? I said, not everybody's life is textbook. Yeah. The way life is arranged. And I'm a late bloomer and I'm here to encourage people who feel like their lives have experienced some delays, that it will come to pass. But first, take responsibility, take initiative.
So your story is like a full circle moment. You go to Joska, your life changes eventually. Then do you ever graduate? Do you ever finish all these things that you started? Then how then do you find the clarity?
So when I went to Joska, then I now come back to the community. I purpose that everything I started, I must finish.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything I started, I must finish, no matter how long it has taken. So remember, I started a degree in my course in 2017. Yeah. We are in 2025. I graduated in 2025.
8 years later.
8 years later, I was looking at the graduation list. I was the oldest student in terms of admission number. Yeah. I looked at my admission number and I looked at the other admission numbers like, I took long in school, but I did it. Yeah. So I come back. I go back to school. Of course, it's not
easy.
that you come back and it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have some challenges, you still have some struggles, you still have some relapse. Sometimes you feel like lethargy, this thing is not easy. Because now you have backlog of things that you have to do.
Yeah.
Remember now procrastination. When you procrastinate something, doesn't mean it's gone.
Yeah.
You still have to.
It's waiting for you. It's just waiting for you.
So everything I procrastinated, when I came back, they were just there. Yeah. They were asking me, when will you finish this task? So I go back to school, I finish school. I started becoming serious now with my relationship and said, now this relationship must end in marriage. Because the excuse I was using is, I don't have money. Even if we get married, what will you eat? Where will you live? Huh? You want to leave me because I don't have money. You want this marriage to end because I don't have money. Yeah. So now when I come back, I say, everything I had procrastinated must be completed. And now that's what I'm talking about, initiative. Yeah. So I know there are so many men, because this is a men's show, who have procrastinated things. Yeah. I want to tell them that those tasks will have to be done.
Even if you bury your head in the sand.
And you better wake up today and just say, let me start. Yeah. Just even if it's 1% or 0 point something percent, but you have made progress. So I slowly go back to school. Remember, by the time I was having a breakdown, I was doing 12 units straight. I'm doing 12 units. I'm preaching. I'm evangelizing. I'm attending funerals. Zeal with no wisdom. So I come back and I say, I'll be doing 1 unit, 2 units per semester until I finish. Okay. And I finished.
And it wasn't overwhelming anymore.
It wasn't overwhelming anymore. Like I told you, I said, I'm going to only take in what I can take in. If I can't do 3, I can't do. I'll only do 2. In fact, there's another time I told them, I want 1 unit. They say, you can't come to a university and do 1 unit. You pay the caution money, you pay all these things and didn't pay for 1 unit. I say, I can only do 1. They say, young man, be serious. Do at least 2. Say, 2 is a lot. They say, what is 2? Only 2. You're telling to do 2 units. But I told myself, I will only do that which I'm able to do. I'd already accepted I'm a late bloomer, but eventually I will bloom. Not all plants are the same. Others bloom after 1 week. Exactly. Others like the Chinese bamboo or the Japanese bamboo that takes 2 years to just germinate. So I said, I'm the bamboo. And I was content with being a bamboo. And I waited.
And you waited. So with your 1 unit, ulikuja ukamaliza.
I eventually finished and graduated. Okay. And I was very happy at graduating that I did it. Took me 8 years, but I did it. At the end of the day, when they asked, how many graduates do we have here? Those ones who graduated 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and me 8 years are still all graduates. So we all did it. It's okay. We all graduated.
Okay. And then now this part of marriage, So how then do you make sure that this relationship you're in, what do you think was holding you back? Was it fear? Was it worry? Was it anxiety? What was holding you back?
It was all those things. It was all those things. You want me to talk about them one by one? But it was all those things. Of course, there is fear. Fear of failure. What keeps many people from trying. You say, what if I do this and I fail? I'm a pastor. So I say, what if I get married, then I divorce? What does that show? And I pastor young people who I want to believe in marriage. So I keep saying, no, I'll marry at the right time. At the right time. And time is just going at the right time. Then I realized there is no right time. The right time is now. So there was fear, there was anxiety. My wife is very learned, very well exposed. So you look at her, sometimes you become anxious. This one who speaks good English. The English she speaks is the English I desire to speak. She speaks it so fluently. I'm looking at her English, at her level of education, and then keep postponing. And I remember even one day I said, I will not marry until I graduate. But then the vice versa happened. I got married, then I graduated. At least I have a paper so that when I go to see the father, if the father asks me, what have you done? I also have this one. So anxiety, worry, and all those things.
And what do you think was going on through her mind if you've ever talked about this?
For her, I was just good enough. Yeah, she told
Just
me.
the way you were.
Just the way I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were good enough just the way you were.
Yeah.
She had accepted that thing that you are a late bloomer, but you will bloom. You are good enough just the way. You are focused. You know what you want. You are ambitious. People who are ambitious, but they are the ones who feel like they're the late bloomers.
Yeah.
Someone who's not ambitious might not know whether they are blooming or not. But if you are ambitious, and then you are these people who write their visions down and all those things. Yeah. Sometimes you read them and you look at the date you wrote them. And the date you are reading them, you feel like you want to revise them or hand them over to someone.
You need to write them with pencil so you can rub them.
So you can rub and say,
you rub the date, it's not 2012. You rub 2022.
Or you just write 20 because it's 20 all the way to 2099.
Yeah.
So, but she accepted me the way I was.
Yeah. And
that also gave me confidence, courage, and focus.
Yeah. Okay. So, my goodness. So when you eventually decided to marry and to engage, how was that for you?
That was a big step.
Yeah.
So it's something I had really wanted to do for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now, as I was writing my vision in my early 20s, I wanted to get married by the age of 25.
Yeah. 25.
Yeah. So these are years, a decade plus has passed.
Yeah.
And at some point I had given up by me.
Yeah.
I thought,
you're done.
Marriage was for others, not for me. This one was not for me.
I don't have an anointing for
I don't have. I don't think they're saying they took my rib and made soup.
Yeah.
So I was saying, I don't think there's a rib for me. They must have roasted it or made soup. So eventually when I get married, I say, ooh, I did this.
My rib is...
Yeah, my rib was there.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was an awesome achievement.
And then now the worries you had around money, around all these things. What happens during this marriage process and moving in now to start life with somebody else?
So the worries I had about money and finances, God in his way just took care of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Just having a vision, being clear about what you want.
I'm talking about the wedding process. How did God provide for them?
Oh, wow. That was a miracle.
Okay.
So all along I'm making friends.
Yeah.
Everything, by the way, works out for good.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm making friends. All this journey I'm telling you about, I'm networking with people.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely loved people. I genuinely served people. So I'm just building a network. Even in my frustration, I'm building a network.
Yeah.
And amazingly, this network pays off when I'm planning for my wedding.
Yeah.
So I remember I said, because I've waited this long to do a wedding, then I better do a good wedding. And I'll do the best wedding.
Yeah.
So when that time comes for me to do a wedding, all these networks rally together and support me to do such an amazing, amazing wedding.
So it's like God provided through the people you had been serving while you thought you were not making any progress.
Yes.
But you're making progress in other areas, like making friends, pouring into people's lives and changing their lives. But for you, because it did not have a monetary value attached to it. It didn't look like you were working.
Yeah. Because it doesn't have a monetary value attached to it. You don't feel like it is work. You don't feel like you have impact. I think we have also equated impact to when I do something and there is monetary value for me. So anything I do that does not bring me money
is not
necessarily impact. It is not important. So as I influence, as I inspire, as I impact people, these lives are being transformed.
And there are many lives that have been transformed.
Many, many lives were transformed.
Yeah.
I was planning for, I think, 600-700 people at my wedding.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 people came.
Yeah.
My graduation, I was planning for 100 people. Over 500 people came.
Yeah.
When I look at them, I said, now this is wealth. This is the wealth that many people desire. Genuine friends who show up, who are there to support you, who are there to stand with you.
Yeah, and I remember you told me that your father told you something about that season in the Luo. And then, you know what he told you? He told you, woda yonge pesa lakini, just say it in the Luo.
He told me, woda yonge pesa lakini jitoheri.
Yeah.
You might not have money, might not have wealth in terms of material, but wealth in terms of networks, that one you have. Wealth in terms of friendships, that one you genuinely have.
So tell me now, then eventually the wedding happens, you move in and you're expecting a child. Was it another easy journey? I mean, it was another hurdle that you had to pass?
That was also another hurdle.
Yeah.
Because now, you see, my wife has had issues with her health ever since from childhood.
Yeah.
Should bring her maybe also to tell her story.
Yeah.
And tell of a supportive man, because so she has had issues with her health from childhood.
Yeah.
And so even before we get married, her health issues had deteriorated. By the time we were getting married, she had undergone, I think, 3 surgeries. 1 in India, 2 in Kenya. And the ones she did in Kenya were not as good.
Yeah.
They were not done properly. You know, Kenyans with ethics also.
Shortcut.
Yeah, so they were not done well.
Yeah.
So by the time we were getting married, we discover that, we are told with the doctor, this lady might not conceive. But I don't want to say might. Let me just put it clear. The doctor says this lady will not conceive. So she will not conceive. So we get married having accepted medically that she will not conceive.
So you as a man from Lowland accepted that I will get married even if a child doesn't come. Yeah.
I will have a childless marriage. Yeah. And I'm okay with it. Okay. A family is made up of 2 people.
Yeah.
But again, they have said medically.
Medically.
Yeah. So I go beyond medicals and say, but there is another way other than medicine that someone can get pregnant. Yeah. And so the time we decide, all the time I was telling her, you will conceive. And sometimes she would say, she would laugh at me like Sarah. What are you saying? Yeah. Told her, you will conceive. Yeah. So the time we said, now let's try get a baby. Yeah. And she conceived. Yeah. And that was a miracle. And we're expecting our baby next month. So the miracle of just seeing how God has orchestrated things to all of them to work for your good. And things that I thought had been delayed for my life. I look back and I say, I don't think I would have managed this thing as well as I'm doing right now if I had them back then. So sometimes when things delay, probably you're not ready for them. Yeah. It's not that you have been denied those things. Yeah. So I want to encourage anyone who might feel like they're experiencing delay to also build your capacity. Yeah. Remember what I said about intentionality after my break? Yeah. I said, now I want to build myself. I want to build my capacity. Yeah. And immediately I started building my capacity. The capacity I had, the knowledge that I had gained, the experience that I had gained began to open doors. So sometimes you are expecting something, but you're not preparing yourself for that thing that you are expecting.
And it comes and it chokes you.
Yeah. Or even it doesn't come. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't even come. Yeah. Because you don't have the capacity to handle it. Yeah. So just reading marriage books, becoming intentional about relationship, gave me such an awesome wife. Yeah. Becoming a father to my niece because I live with my niece. And I've been a father to that lovely girl called Skylar. God said, you see, you can be a father. And now I'm going to have a child of my own. Yeah. Just build your capacity even as you wait. Because that one fully depends on you. Yeah. No one has denied you the opportunity to build your capacity. Yeah.
Even the government.
The government. That one, it is you now delaying it. It is your responsibility. No one is delaying you to build your capacity. Yeah. And with this information age where you can get information everywhere, surely, man, just build your capacity. Build your capacity to the level of your expectation. Yeah.
Okay. My goodness. But this is very powerful. This is deeply powerful. I don't know whether you know that.
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say something silly. I know you. So where are you now? And I want to know what's your father saying? What was your father saying in this season and how your seasons are, how all these transitions happen? What is he saying?
My father is a very proud man that he has seen my journey.
But before that, was he always proud? He was doubtful, saying, maybe, what happened here? Because parents are like that sometimes,
I wouldn't say he was doubtful.
No, worried.
Yeah, he was worried. Yeah. Most of my siblings have gone outside the country. Yeah. And I had gone back for a month and came back. And I remember, by the way, I was genuinely disappointed when I resigned and came back. And there's a time, you want to offer help. You say, why don't you also try these jobs and also go abroad, go to the Middle East or try something else? Yeah. And I was telling him, no, I feel what I'm doing right now, I'm passionate about this thing and I'm fulfilled. So when it came to my graduation, he finally saw the fulfillment that I had. He finally saw my passion had finally paid off. And so right now he's very proud. And he thanked me, say, thank you for following your vision.
I like that.
Against all odds. Yeah. because there were a lot of odds against me. And he said, thank you for just following it until you reached there.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to follow, your vision, your dreams against all odds. Yeah.
So if you're to talk to a younger Obat here and now, what would you tell that young Obat? Say at 20, at what point did life beat you properly? Which year? How old were you when life beat you properly?
I think immediately I turned 26.
Okay, what would you tell that 26-year-old Obat?
I will tell him life is not as straightforward as you think.
Okay.
Yeah. So believe in yourself.
Okay.
Be your number one supporter.
Yeah.
Because some of the mistakes I did, I expected other people to cheer me. So because they don't cheer me, I give up.
Yeah.
I know I do something, I do a very great conference or something, and I expect them to say something. Or at the end of the year, do a party in my name, or do a dinner. Give me a certificate for the best serving young leader in Kenya. But there was nothing. And so there are things I gave up because people didn't cheer me.
Yeah.
I didn't feel appreciated enough.
Yeah.
I will tell the younger Obat, you are your best cheerleader. You're your number one supporter. Keep going, believe in yourself. You will make it.
Yeah. I like that. What else would you tell him?
I would tell him that thing I've told you about a bamboo tree.
Yeah.
You are a bamboo tree. You will bloom.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you will bloom.
Yeah. Ultimately,
you will bloom.
Yeah.
So for the young men and for the old men and for the middle-aged men watching this, and you're still expecting something to happen in your life, it will happen. Delay is not denial.
I like that. Because there's nothing that crushes a soul than knowing that you are made for more. And that more is not coming.
Yeah.
And everybody around you tells you are made for more.
Yeah.
You're so talented. You're so gifted. Oh, but, oh my goodness, you speak so well. Oh, you're so articulate. Oh, you're so all these things.
The word that I didn't want people to use to describe me is, you have a lot of potential. Right? You know what that means?
Yeah.
It means you are living below expectation. When someone tells you have a lot of potential, they're telling you you are living below
your potential.
Your purpose.
Yeah.
Below what we expect you to do. Yeah. And so in a world where people tells you you have a lot of potential, your business has a lot of potential, your show has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But then you're giving your very best and thinking, when will this potential ever
be seen?
Yeah.
And you hope and believe. But what you've said is very profound because honestly speaking, Obat, we share almost a similar story. Different, but almost similar.
Yeah.
But what people don't see is that life often makes sense on a rear view mirror. The things we went through then make sense now.
Now, yeah.
The lessons we've learned make sense in parenting at this age. The delay makes sense in how you manage a woman. Because I think in my 20s I had no capacity to manage a woman. I couldn't manage a wife. It would have been a train wreck. Then they would have said, he thought he was inspired. He thought he was a driven man now. See, everything has fallen apart. So I think what I fundamentally agree is that everything eventually works out for good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter the delay. It doesn't matter the opposition. It doesn't matter the missteps. Ultimately, those things that God had ordained that would happen in your life will happen. And there's nothing that can oppose them.
True.
Absolutely. I don't know.
Absolutely nothing. Just hang in there.
Just hang in there.
It will work out.
So give us a final comment as a pastor. Inspire us. Here you can even preach. It's okay. It's fine.
So now I will tell anyone that is watching this and is experiencing delay that just keep tiring, keep moving. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, lay down, roll in that direction. But whatever you do, keep moving. Never stop, never give up. It will work out. Mine worked out, yours will work out. All these things that you're going through are just building you to become the better version of who you are. So keep moving. Keep moving.
Absolutely. And that is a really good way to end this conversation. But how can they find you? How do they connect with you for our audience who'd like to connect with you?
I'm a millennial, so I'm not on many social media platforms. I'm on Facebook as Obat John Paul Odhiambo. I'm on LinkedIn as Odhiambo Obat. We can connect there. Talk, reach out. If you want me to come and speak to people, encourage them. I'm a pastor, but I'm also a motivational speaker. I talk to young people. Like I said, I'm a teens and youth pastor. I do mentoring. So reach out, let us connect, and encourage people to keep moving. Thank you.
All right. But you don't even post on that Facebook page. So how will they get a hold of you? When they send a DM, you'll respond.
I will respond.
You'll respond. All right. That was Manspeqtive Africa, your favorite show. I was hosting John Paul Odhiambo, better known as Obat. Of course, he's a youth and teens pastor with a fantastic story, how delay is not denial. Of course, you can follow this conversation. The hashtag is Manspeqtive Africa, Manspeqtive as a Q. If you're watching us on YouTube, we are on KTN every Wednesday night. And of course, if you're watching us on KTN, we are on YouTube. The channel is Manspeqtive. It has a Q. And of course, until next time, my name is Danish Odongo, aka the son of Kano. And adios until next time.